Who is Juan? Wow, that's quite a question. Vamos a recorrer el mundo con mi amigo real.
How I met Juan was I'd been staying in Durango for about a week or so, just by myself. I'm a solo traveler, and in Mexico you just don't see too many bigger travel-oriented bikes like BMW GS's and KTM's and stuff. You just don't see a whole lot of them. So seeing one's like an unusual sight. So I was leaving Durango and I was heading to go across the Espinazo del Diablo, Spine of the Devil, from Durango to Mazatlan. And I was heading out of the city and I wasn't really trying to go too fast. And these two bikes, two big like BMWs, blew past me on my left, like past me like I was sitting still. And then so I said, you know, who the fuck are these guys? Let me see what they're about, where they're going. So I rode up and tried to catch up to them and kind of paced them for a while, and I caught up to them right at the very beginning of kind of before the Spine of the Devil starts. It splits between the Quota to your left and the Libre to your right, coming out of Durango, west of Durango. And Juan had ridden up to talk to a cop or a military guy or state police or somebody. He was up there talking to somebody, and the second bike that was behind him, his buddy Mark was sitting behind Juan, and I pulled up to him and I said, you know, habla inglés? And the guy said, yeah, of course, I'm fucking Canadian. So I said, oh, cool, what's your name? He said, Mark. And I said, all right, cool, I'm John. And I said, who's that? And he goes, that's my buddy Juan. And I said, what are you guys doing? He said, we're about to ride across the Espinazo del Diablo, and he wants to ask these cops if it's safe or what part's safe. And I said, all right, cool. I said, well, if you don't mind, I'll tag along with you guys for a little while, but I might stop and take some photos or whatever. And if I do, don't worry about it. I'll just drop off and good meeting you. Maybe I'll see you down the road, or I don't see you again, but I'll ride with you for a little while and see. So then, boom, Juan talks to the cop. I see his buddy Mark rides up to talk to Juan, and Juan turns around with sort of like, who the fuck is this guy behind me kind of thing. And I can see Mark's telling him like, oh, he wants to ride with us, blah, blah, blah. So then I meet Juan, and he says, hey, let's go.
Riding a motorcycle, that's gotta be the best feeling of freedom. In a motorcycle, what I do is I can just ride anywhere. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm riding. In fact, the first few years, I didn't even have a clue where I was going. I can see a place, a sign that is going this way with a city, another sign that is going that way, and I would take that sign just to ride. To me, riding was it. I love the bike because in a motorcycle you can go around. Each turn is different than every other one. It's like your fingerprint. It requires a different speed, a different lean. You have to read the roads. And if you can go 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 turns, and if you don't read one of them, you're either going to go straight or you're going to fall. So I like all that. I pack my sleeping bag, I pack my stove. I can live in a motorcycle for days at a time. I travel days, months, years in it, and I still love it. My first motorcycle was a Suzuki Intruder 700. Wow, I thought it was James Fonda, but that feeling went away pretty fast because I only put 1,000 miles on that bike and it just really didn't make me feel what I wanted to feel. So I dropped that, and I think that was the end of that, the end of purchasing something that it wasn't really me. So I sold it. Then later on, I started doing well with my business, so I bought myself a Harley Davidson Softail. My God, I got on the motorcycle and I rode country after country after country, and it just was so much me. It made me feel good. Love the sound of the pipes. Love to have my sleeping bag in the back of me. Love to be able to just pull up into any beach or any tree or anywhere in the mountains and camp in any country. That was my thing. The motorcycle that I used here now in Mexico or in America, it's a BMW 1250 GS, made for this type of roads. And then I have my chopper in San Francisco. When I'm there, I have an Orange County choppers that I ride over there because the roads are well. So I use 3 different motorcycles. The one that I have in Europe is a Victory Vision. It's a great bike. I sit on the bike and it's got the nice pipes. It sounds really good and it's very comfortable. So between those 3 bikes, it makes me feel good. What I recommend to people, or to those that want to ride or you want to do anything, don't ever forget your dreams. Work on what you want to do in the future. Don't wait until you're too old. You gotta start traveling, you gotta start doing the things that you like. What is success to you? You gotta find out what is that to you. Is it having kids, family, having a nice house, giving your kids good education? I did all that, and that's really good. But at the end of the day, you have to see what you like doing while all those people are not with you. Buying all your freedom, again, costs you a lot of money, because what you really do is you selling your time, and you don't own it. People own your time because your time becomes valuable, and when your time becomes valuable, you're selling it. So you got to be very careful with that. At the end of the day, I was seeing myself just working more, paying more bills, and getting old on my own. And I didn't want to do that. Going through relationships, it's best to just do what you really like, live within your means, and travel however you want to travel, or do what things that turn you on. With Destination Stars, you're going to see the places where I get into sometimes that you may not want to get into, or places where you want to stay, hotels, hostels, where I can camp, all those things. So you're going to be able to have a better feeling of what to do. Those type of things are really going to help you. I'm a beer drinker, so we're going to have a beer. But only drink 1 beer while you're riding. It has to be draft. And at night, I'll take my tequila shot and go to sleep. Vamos a recorrer el mundo con mi amigo real.